Money vanished. Knives disappeared. Tools went missing. Neighbors stopped greeting each other. At night, I heard arguments through thin walls. And Sade would say to me, "Listen, I made that happen." People like to pretend every family is peaceful. They talk about love. They talk about blood being thicker than water. But sit with people long enough, and they will tell you the truth. They will lean close and whisper. Every family has one child who brings trouble. Some families admit it. Others hide it. In my family, we pretended for a long time. This is not a story of spirits or magic. This is a story about a child, a sister, and the long shadow of lies. My name is Ayo. I was born in a small village in West Africa, where the land is red and warm, and the wind carries voices far. Our houses were made of mud and patience, roofs of tin that sang when rain came. At night, the village breathed together. Fires crackling, babies crying, elders coughing. There were no secrets, or so we believed. I was the first child, the one who arrived with hope. My parents looked at me and said, "This one will lead." 3 years later, my sister Sade was born. When she cried, people laughed. When she smiled, people softened. Even then, she knew how to hold attention. When did this whole lying thing begin, you may ask? Sade learned to talk early.
Mommy, Daddy, look what I can do!
Too early. One day, a clay cup fell and broke. My mother rushed in. "Who did this?" Before I could speak, Sade said, "Ayo pushed it." I stared at her. "Sade," I whispered, "why?" She looked at me, calm as still water. My mother sighed. "Ayo, you must be careful." That was the first time I felt something break inside me. Sometimes, small lies has heavy weight. The lies came like small stones, easy to throw, hard to carry. If meat went missing from the pot, Sade would wipe her fingers and say, "I didn't see it." Later, she would whisper to me, "Why didn't you hide it better?" Sometimes she laughed. Sometimes she just watched me cry. "Why do you do this?" I asked her once. She shrugged. "They believe me." Wonder how she learned people. Sade studied people the way farmers study the sky. She knew when my mother was tired. She knew when my father was angry. She knew when elders wanted silence. She learned when to lower her eyes, when to speak softly, when to cry without tears. People called her gentle. I watched her become dangerous, the hen that changed everything. When I was 12, the neighbor's hen disappeared. That hen was not just a hen. It was eggs. It was food. It was pride. The woman came shouting, "My hen! My hen is gone!" People gathered fast. Sade stood close to me. I felt her hand on my arm. Then she said,
"I saw Ayo take it last night."
I felt my heart fall. "Sade," I whispered. "Stop." She did not look at me. After the accusation, no one asked me anything. My father beat me in silence. Each strike said, "You have disappointed us." That night, I could not sleep. I went outside and saw Sade crouch near the fence. Feathers. She was burying feathers. I wanted to scream. Instead, I went back inside. That silence stayed with me for years. Sometimes, when no one was around, I asked her.
"Sade, do you hate me?
She smiled.
Then why do you hurt me?" "Because I can."
Another time I said,
"One day they will see. By then, it won't matter."
As Sade grew, the lies grew teeth. Money vanished. Knives disappeared. Tools went missing. Neighbors stopped greeting each other. At night, I heard arguments through thin walls, and Sade would say to me, "Listen."
I made that happen.
The well was where the village became one body. One morning, a woman screamed, "My gold earring!" People panicked. Sade
Ayo,
spoke
Fellow.
softly like someone helping.
I saw Ayo there last night.
Someone laughed. Someone nodded. I said loudly.
Wow. She is lying.
People looked at me with pity.
Why would your sister lie?
I had no answer. That night, my mother sat beside me. She did not scold. She said,
Ayo, I have been blind.
Tears fell from her eyes. From that day, she watched Sade the way hunters watch grass, quiet, patient. The dry season pressure food became scarce. Fear sharpened people's tongues. Someone was stealing. Everyone suspected everyone. Sade said nothing. She smiled. My mother placed grain outside our hut. She said, "Truth walks at night." We waited. Footsteps came. Sade lifted the bag. My mother stepped out. Sade. My sister froze. She tried to cry. No tears came. At the chief's place, my mother spoke. Others joined. Stories connected. Lies lined up. Sade stood small. For the first time, she looked afraid. The chief said,
Pain does not teach truth.
Sade worked, returned, cleaned, served. People watched. Change is slow. At first, she hated me. Then she grew tired. One evening, she said,
Ayo, does everyone see me as bad now?
They see the truth.
She
I
cried.
feel so sad. It's okay. I'm here. Why does it hurt?
Real tears. A year later, she said,
I don't know why I wanted power.
I said,
Because no one stopped you early.
We sat in silence. Reflection time, you may say. Some children test darkness. Some adults ignore it. But lies grow heavy, and truth remembers everything. Sade lives far away now. She works honestly. People remember, but they forgive.
I speak now because silence almost broke me.
So I ask you,
If the liar in your family smiles sweetly, will you speak early or wait until the damage is done?